What's up, GS350JPN in the house, okay? Here's one of my thoughts concerning relationships. This is going to be maybe a little long because it's only 10 minutes at time that I'm going to, well, each video is only going to be 10 minutes, okay? Because I'm doing this on my iPhone, and I know you guys don't want to hear me talk continuously for an hour, or at least you're not going to watch anyway. But, here we go. Relationships is something that we all need, and I think the problem with a lot of relationships, or the problems are, people really just don't think about the situations that they're getting into. People are nice, and you can fall in love with them. It doesn't matter, what they look like, the color of skin or anything. It doesn't really matter because that's your choice. And another thing too, we are all human. However, there's one aspect that a lot of people do not take in consideration, or at least I haven't heard it anyway, and that's how being with one person is going to change a lot of things that you may take for granted. Okay, so basically this video is addressing black men, and it tends to address black men with darker skin, okay, and with black skin, darker skin, okay, and as you think about this and listen to it, you change it to way however you want to use it or anything, but this is addressed to basically to black men with dark skin. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is you can be with anyone you want, but you have to understand that there is a difference between people, and those differences a lot of people don't think about. And when you're with someone that's different from you, then you might be in love with them and everything, but there's a lot of things that affects them that won't affect you, and because of those things, there's going to be a lot of possible limitations in your life, and those things you really need to think about, okay? And so I'm going to touch on that. And of course, this might make some people mad or something like that, but it's not to make you upset or anything. It's to make you think about things and maybe appreciate who you are a little more and the gifts that you've got. And we all have gifts, okay? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what color you are. You can make money, and you can, if you're smart, you can create things. Or if you make a lot of money and you find someone smart, you can pay them to create the things, stuff like that. Okay, so here, let me get to the point. So anyway, let's say a dark black man, dark black man, that sounds funny. Okay, anyway, a brother with and let's say with a white woman, okay, or it can even be sisters too, but I'm not gonna touch on sisters and stuff because I don't want to piss anyone off, any more than I need to. Okay, but you could apply it. It is applicable, though. However, let's say a brother with a white woman or someone with lighter skin. Okay, so you're dating and everything, that's fine. Okay, number one that you should really consider is that as you get older, you don't age if you have dark skin. Light skin too, people don't, but you don't tend to age as much, and that's but then again, that deals with the food you eat and whether you keep yourself in shape and whether you have a stress-free life, and also how you conduct your mental activities and stuff like that, if you worry a lot and things like that. Okay, so you tend to stay younger, okay, and we're all a human, we're men, and we're all human and stuff like that. So what we really need to do is we really need to understand that as we get older, it's still, a lot of guys are still attractive to this quote-unquote beauty or this superficial beauty thing. So let's say you and your girlfriend or wife or whatever, you turn 30. Well, by 30 years old, your wife, more than likely, she's going to start to get older and look older than you are. Maybe when you first start dating, you might look the same, but it changes. And when that starts to change, then what a lot of people need to understand is that what do you do? You have to have a love there for her to deal with the new problems that may occur. And what I'm saying is, you might be walking down the street and you might be 30 and she could be 30, but if she's not one of the fortunate white women who do look nice for that 30 years old, as they get older and they don't age as quick, then you got to deal with the people looking at you and looking at your wife and saying like, well, wow, what is he doing with the older lady? Or she might be one of the older ladies that like younger men, and why, and so many different things. And like I go through that too. Like I have a friend and she's in her 40s, she's 41, and I'm 47. And sometimes she'll ask me to go to lunch with her. So we walk into a place where we go to have lunch or whatever. And I look way younger than she does, and I'm 6 years older than her, and she's Japanese. And we're walking down the street, and a lot of people just staring and all of this stuff. And she'll look at me, I'll look at her, and I'm not sure what she say, but I say, you're beautiful, and I keep having to tell her that, and she'll say thank you, but because like out here there are a lot of tourists and stuff like that, and they might be Chinese or white or black or whatever, and they'll look at me and they'll turn and look at her, and what they're thinking is, oh, out here in Japan, if you know what's going on, they go, oh, he's a young black guy, with a rich older Japanese lady who's probably giving them a lot of money and blah blah this and blah blah that, and and I'm thinking like, wow, if these people just really understood that I'm 47 and actually she's 6 years younger than me. So those are the problems that you might have to occur. And what it is as you get older, if you're a black man and stuff, then and you keep yourself in shape, actually there are some periods in your older life that you can start looking young again. Sometimes you might look older than young, and it's according to how you keep your hair and stuff. Now I'm thinking this applies to everyone, because it does apply to me, and it does apply to me, and this happens to me a lot, so I cut my hair, I might be looking older. I keep it longer and like look younger and stuff like that. And I've been misjudged for my looks also with brothers that even come over here, So that's something that's really important. So basically, when you're this is one point when you're dating a woman who is lighter than you, and you should understand, especially if she's going to age quicker than you and things like that, then you have to understand that once that time comes, how you're going to adjust to it, and you need to think about that now, because that time goes by really, really fast and stuff. And how will you adjust to it? If you're somebody make a comment about it, are you going to get angry? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? And stuff like that. So this is very important about how when you date, let's say, I'm just using white women as an example, but it could be anyone, even these Japanese women and Asian women. Everybody say they look young and everything, but actually when they do get older, it does catch up to them before it starts catching up to us. So you'll have to really, really think about that. Okay? And I got a whole bunch of these I want to talk about. I'm going to see if I can put a whole bunch of them together into one, so I don't have to make one for each. But if it comes down to that, that's fine too, because I want to make a million videos anyway, and I'll just have to label it. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is, when you're dating anyone who is pretty much not black or real lighter and stuff like that, then you really need to think about, as you get older, how they're going to change, and then the way they look, how is it going to affect you and other people? Because actually there might be a time when you're walking down the street and she might be beautiful and all that, and then somebody else will come along, you'll look, and then how is it going to make you like, wow, she's beautiful, my wife don't look so good anymore, and I want a fresh looking or young looking woman, and those are the things you really need to think about before you get into a relationship, because if you don't, you're just asking for trouble. I'm out.